Hey, good morning everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Let's try and stay positive today. It is a bumpy time out there on the market, that's for sure. So if you've been following the channel, thank you so much for sticking along. It's rough out there, I know, for investors, and you look in the market every day and you think, oh gosh, it's all going to zero. But let's not worry about that. I'm thinking more long term, and that's how the portfolio is going to be building. So I think it's the perfect time. I'm just going to keep dollar cost averaging. We're going to do our slow deposits going forward, but we do have to check in and see how the portfolio is doing today. It's Monday. It's been a bumpy ride. I've been checking in a little bit on the computer already this morning. We were up, we were down. Let's just show how we're doing in general for the TFSA trade portfolio on Wealthsimple. All right, here we go. Let's just see our all-time not looking that great, down 17.44%. We'll get into that. The market's open right now. Let's go back to the day. We'll see how we're doing. We're down a little bit. You can see we're up a little bit, then we're back down. This is going to be, I think, what's going to happen for the next little while. It's definitely different times out there, that's for sure. If you have questions, I would like to say, leave me a comment down below. I'll be happy to try and answer them for you the best I can. Not a financial advisor or planner by any means, but if you do have a question, I will try and answer it. Let's just go see how we're doing. BEP.UN, Brookfield, 46.34 today, down. Let's go to our all-time total value so we can see we're actually doing, we're still green on that one, up 0.16%, which is nice. I want to add more to this. I will keep an eye on that one, probably do another small deposit this week. I do want to add to BEP.UN. I think good long-term investment there. BTC.Y down 31%. That's not looking that great, but Bitcoin is doing okay today. It's sticking up over 19,000 US. So we'll see how that one goes. I think this is, again, a long-term investment. We'll see how that one goes. It is not everybody's into that. Definitely volatile, not for everybody. We'll see how it pans out. That being said, speaking of volatile, CMC, Cielo Waste Solutions, this one is basically down 94%. We've written that one off. Someone did leave a comment though, and it's, you know, you buy these risky penny stocks and see what happens. I spent just under basically $200 on that one, and the comment I left was, I've spent $200 on worse things, so we'll leave it at that one and we'll just ride that one out. We'll see what happens. ETC, Evolve Cryptocurrencies, this is the Bitcoin and Ethereum ETF, down 63.66%. I do want to add to that though, and I'll still dollar cost average into this slowly but surely. Not going to take any rush on this one though. Greenlane Renewables down 43.52%. This one was doing well. I probably should have sold. Hindsight is always right, 2020, but I probably should have sold that one. Took a bit of profit. I had a small little bit of profit on there, but this again is a long-term hold for me, so we'll see how that one pans out. And I will be adding more. My goal was 1,000 shares, but with the price down now, I think we'll be adding slowly to that as well. Just small deposits going forward. REI.UN, that's the real estate, RioCan Real Estate Investment Trust, and down 11.38% all time. Not that great either. RNW again down 19.73%, almost 20% on RNW, 40 shares of that. But again, monthly dividends, we're going to still roll into that and keep adding to that position as well. All these stocks that I have, I'm basically holding, are basically the ones I'm kind of decided on, and just kind of keep adding and dollar cost averaging into slowly but surely. Solar Alliance Energy, this one's doing, I mean, down 35%, but this one's actually been doing okay. There's been a lot happening down in the States in regards to renewable and solar energy. And this one has a new contract that they picked up with the United States military. So maybe they can get some more of those, and that might help the stock price. We'll see how that goes. SOT.UN down 15.43%. That's the Slate office REIT. We'll still be adding to that one though for our long term. TELUS down altogether, down 0.76. So I think maybe some time to add a little bit of TELUS. TELUS is the channel favorite. I will still be adding to that one as we go. VDY, this is kind of the main focus though. The regular dividends I do like on VDY. This is the Vanguard Canadian High Dividend Yield ETF. Always a mouthful for that one, down 2.05%. So I added on last week on Friday. This was down a little bit, and actually it's down today. I do want to add more shares to VDY for sure. And then VFE, Vanguard S&P 500, the Index ETF down 8.0%. That's basically what the market is doing. You know, this seems to be the sign of the times. We'll see what happens. I think if we can turn around eventually, we're going to be, I think, in for a rough little while, but eventually, hopefully, this will all play out. That's the goal. Not making any rash decisions, like I always like to say. So let's just see how we're doing today. We're down 1.3. Let's refresh this just to see if there's any changes. Down 1.34%. But on the week, we are down 3.67%. On the month, down 7.26%. and on the 3 months down 1.64%. So we're almost kind of back to that where we were back in June in the market, where it's kind of ugly as well, but down 16.68% on the year, but we're down all time now because we have been going over a year, 17.42%. That can turn around. Not too worried. Again, these are a long-term hold portfolio for me. I don't think it's time to necessarily be smart and trying to trade the market on anything like this. So slow and steady, I think we'll win the race. Well, there we go. Let me know how your portfolio is doing down in the comments below. Always kind of interesting to see what people's portfolios are doing. Now, this one is my self-managed TFSA. I do have other investments on Wealthsimple. I have talked about that before, and some people have asked me some more questions on my other investments. I have a video on my channel, so you can go back and look at that. It talks about kind of all my investments. And this is the TFSA, this is really the only one that I have that I am self-managing. And it's funny enough to say, I mean, it's down, 17, almost 18%, which isn't the greatest, but it's, I think, holding up as much as almost these other managed portfolios I have with Wealthsimple. Those ones aren't necessarily doing the greatest either. Again, this kind of dollar cost averaging going in and not putting all of my eggs in one basket, not investing anything I can't afford to lose or need in the next little while. I think that's very important going forward. If you're putting money into investments, just make sure you're not going to need this money for at least 5 to 10 years. I don't think we're going to want to invest in any kind of equities in the stock market if you're going to need that money in the short term. Just a bit of advice that I think I can pass along and know. That being said, if you have been checking out some of the offers at some of the banks in terms of high interest savings accounts, that's kind of, I mean, the one nice thing about rates and everything going up is we're making a bit more money on our savings account. It's still not the greatest, but I have been noticing that GICs are actually doing quite well. So I'm actually kind of looking at that for some of my RSPs and stuff, just to see if I can lock in a bit of money and or even some savings to lock in for a bit better interest rate. But there's also some, like I said, some great deals on some of those high interest savings accounts. So always not bad to have some cash on hand, I guess would be the best thing I have to say. That's all, everybody. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate everybody that's been watching, following on the channel. On that note, we are almost at 1,000 subscribers. I know there's been a few people that are pulling for 1,000, so we're really close. I think it's 5 away as I filmed this video. So I do appreciate everybody that has been joining the channel, following along. Even in these ugly times, it seems like the subscribers fall off when the market goes down. So maybe I think I can use this channel as a good judge of what's happening actually in the world out there of investing. If the subscribers start to slow down and video views start to slow down, that means the market's slowing down. If we start to see that pick up, I'll let you know, because we'll see if that maybe helps the market. If we start to get more people interested in investing, I think what's happened is people aren't as interested in investing when not as much money goes around and when you're actually losing money. So that's just, I think, my 2 cents on that. Thanks for watching, everybody. Rambling on here. Have a great week. We will catch up later in the week for another TFSA Wealthsimple trade update. Thanks.